Cowabunga, dudes! We're gonna be like totally bodacious today because we're talking about the skateboard Lizardman. Radical. So grab a slice of za while I shred into this history. What's that? Oh, it's scape or, not skateboard. Oh, thank God, that was getting exhausting. Alright, well, welcome to Cryptid Caravans. We're hauling in new monsters all the time. Now let's take a look at the Scape Swamp Lizardman. I'm gonna go change.
90 miles south of Charlotte, North Carolina, in Lee County, South Carolina, lies the sleepy little town of Bishopsville, which borders the Scape Swamp.
Historical side note, an old legend says Scape Swamp got its name after a prostitute escaped into the swamp for being accused of witchcraft. That's why they started referring to the area as Escaped Swamp, or Scape for short.
It's this swamp that houses the mysterious Lizardman.
Well, it ain't so mysterious, seeing as we do have a description of it.
It's got a humanoid shape with scaly green skin, 3 fingers, and a lizard's head. The eyes are said to glow red. The whole abomination stands about 7 foot tall.
The Lizardman's another young'un on the American cryptid scene, his first sighting being in 1987.
George Holloman, after a long day of bicycling, took a rest near Scape Swamp by lighting up a smoke. As he observed the swamp, he noticed what he thought was a log stand up and stare at him.
Holloman looked down at his smoke and remarked, "Uh-oh, that wasn't a Marlboro."
It stood there in silence till a passing car scared it off.
The Lizardman would get his revenge on cars the following year, and in the process cement himself a local legend.
At 2 a.m. on June 29, 1988, 17-year-old Christopher Davis had pulled over on a road near Scape Swamp to change his flat tire. As he finished the job, Davis heard something thumping across the skateboard bridge behind him. He saw a big green creature hurtling towards him, so he promptly started to leave. The creature tried to grab the car and even leapt on the roof. Davis swerved erratically to try to shake the Lizardman off his roof.
Poor critter, he just wanted to help him with his car troubles.
When he made it home, away from the creature, he examined the damage. His side mirror was destroyed, and there were scratch marks on his roof. After Davis's sighting got out, there were a rash of cars being vandalized, and people calling in sightings of a Lizardman. Tom and Mary Wayne,
no relation to Thomas and Martha,
found their car had been dented, scratched, hood ornament broke, and what appeared to be spots where a creature chewed on their car.
Hey, you gotta get your daily minerals somehow.
The local sheriff, Sheriff Truesdale, assumed these attacks to be the work of pranksters, but still he took down the reports and made plaster casts of the lizard's footprints.
Well, there were more sightings for the next month or so, until the Scape Lizardman met his very own Officer Matthews.
On August 5th of '88, Ken Orr from Shaw Air Force Base was traveling down Highway 15 when he came across the Lizardman. But he took a shot at it and managed to draw blood. Well, the Lizardman scurried off, and Orr collected samples of the blood and some scales. When the authorities looked past the evidence to instead press charges against Orr for carrying a pistol without a permit, he quickly dropped his story.
Finding an unknown creature, well, it ain't worth risking jail time.
The evidence he collected seemed to disappear off the face of the earth, and this account led the WCOS radio station to post $1 million reward for the Lizardman.
Alive or dead? Oh, cut myself.
As fall settled in around Bishopsville and temperatures got cooler, the Lizardman sightings dropped.
Well, it ain't because of the cold weather, he's just allergic to pumpkin spice. And reports since the 80s have been, well, infrequent.
Most recent report I found was from 2015. A lady was leaving church Sunday afternoon and took a photo of the creature running through a tree line. There's a few theories as to what people are seeing in the South Carolina swamp. The police stand by their theory that this was the work of pranksters scaring people or making fake reports, or claimed he made his report just to extend the Scape Lizard's legend. As for the damage showing up on the cars near the swamp, the finger is pointed at the local black bear population.
Now them bears are real Tar Heels. Oh wait, that's North Carolina. Well, anyway, from here on the theories get even wilder.
Some think the critter is tied to the swamp's Lady of the Night.
Not like that, you dirty dogs.
The theory goes that there's a dark magical energy that was created from the tragic events of the woman's death that manifested into a lizard creature.
Yeah, that's basic magical knowledge. Light energy manifests as puppies.
From magic to science, some propose the Lizardman is a surviving dinosaur, usually some type of theropod, or an offshoot evolution that's lived in the swamp.
I may just be a simple yokel, but I don't think evolution works that way. Of course, if he didn't come from Earth, that leaves only the stars.
The reptilians are a well-known alien race that is said to inhabit Earth and control our world governments. The Lizardman matches the physical description, but the alien lizards are usually depicted as being rather smart and conniving, not just savage beasts.
Maybe the skateboard division's where they send all their ingrates and screw-ups.
Both Josh Gates and the Factor Fake crew tried their luck at finding the creature. And on Factor Fake, they did their service to extend the lore by creating a Lizardman video. There's been a local film made centered on the legend, but he hasn't broken into any major flicks.
Well, the Predator kept stealing the good roles.
And as of this year, Bishopsville held its first ever annual Lizardman Festival. And there's cryptid author Lyle Blackburn, who wrote a book detailing the skateboard legend.
Well, the Lizardman's become a bit of a tourist attraction for the little town of Bishopsville. What are people seeing down there in the skateboard swamp? Well, it could be an alien creature, a magical beast, a big lizard, or just a mixture of bears and pranksters. But I just give you the history. You can decide for yourself. Over here I had a gleam of cube.